What if I told you that for 11 million Czech crowns you could live just 1 minute away in the Wenceslas Square? And also, you get a front seats to nightly Prague noise, stag parties from Liverpool, and at least one guy singing Wonderwall at 2 AM. My name is Robin, I'm founder of Expats Finance, and since 2014 I've been helping foreigners buy, sell, and survive the Prague real estate market. Today we're checking out on a flat that's not just central, it's that central, like you might see your building in a postcard kind of central. Let's go! You might be surprised what 11 million can actually get you in Prague 1. Right here on Westminster Street, just behind the National Museum, is a third-floor apartment in a classic 200-years-old building. And yes, it does have an elevator, because climbing 4 flights with groceries in summer is how people get from expat to exfit. Anyway, the flat has 79 square meters, 2+1 layout, and the kitchen was creatively relocated into the hallway. High ceilings, original wooden floors, and a whole lot of potential for your architect to get excited about. It was sold in mid-2024 for 11.3 million Czech crowns, which puts the price per square meter at roughly 144,000. For Prague 1, that's actually not bad. People pay more than that to live in Karlín and still pretend it's central. So what do you get when you live in the beating heart of Prague? 2 minutes to Museum Metro, 1 minute to Wenceslas Square, and 0 minutes to noise. You're surrounded by bars, restaurants, fast food joints, and suspicious number of massage places. There's always something happening, and if there isn't, give it 5 minutes. Sound levels here hit about 50 to 70 decibels. Not unbearable, but you'll hear trams honking and occasionally a street saxophonist who doesn't believe in a bad time. Also, parking exists, in theory, but so do unicorns. That means in real life you will circle the block around 5 times and then you'll finally give up and park in Vinohrady. But if you work in Prague and hate commuting, this flat will change your life. Metro lines A and C are 2 minutes away, line B is a short walk down to Můstek. Trams in every direction, and you're basically living inside the city's nervous system. This is one of those rare locations where all 3 metro lines are accessible on foot. And in Prague, that's gold. The building is old, like Napoleon might have walked past it, kinda old. Built sometime around 1800, it has that lovely neoclassical charm, with a hint of draft in the winter. The flat itself hasn't been renovated in a while, but the bones are solid. You've got original floors, tall ceilings, and a layout that makes sense if you change it. Energy-wise, you're looking at average results. The windows are double wood, not plastic, and the walls haven't been freshly isolated. And I mean, adding polystyrene into this building, good luck. It's charming, but don't expect a passive house performance. It's not a turnkey property, it's a turn and renovate. But once you do, you're sitting on a gem in one of the most iconic streets in Prague. After renovations, this apartment would most likely have only one purpose, and that is short-term rentals. I'm not going to discuss here the implications of this concept for housing market. I'm just telling you that the future owners would most likely Airbnb the shit out of this place for maximum returns. And I would not be surprised if they get 5 to 6% gross ROI from this location. Ideal buyer? An investor, an expat with cash and love for Prague's chaos, or someone who always dreamed of living above a kebab or exchange shop and calling it urban living. And yes, this could be a future Airbnb, but check the laws first, unless you enjoy legal gray zones. You're not moving here for peace and quiet. You're moving here because life happens outside your doors. Riga Vysady is a bit uphill, but offers the big green place your dog might require. Alternatively, check out Františkánská zahrada for more central and smaller chateau feels. Restaurants? Endless options, but you need to watch out for the tourist traps. Safe bet is always Popeyes. Joking, but for more solid options, you might walk a bit. I prefer for Vietnamese the famous Pho Vietnam Tuan Lan on Anglická, and while you're up there, almost at Náměstí Míru, you can just as well check Hoxton Burgers. Gyms, saunas, and one very retro swimming pool nearby ensures that you can offset the burgers, or at least try. And grocery stores, yes, but don't expect to park in front of them. This is the kind of neighborhood where you walk, eat, repeat, and maybe nap to the sound of traps. Wenceslas Square is finally getting an upgrade. Wider sidewalks, more trees, and way fewer cars. The legendary Stiebelhaus is being redesigned into a modern mix of shops and culture. And yes, trams are coming back to Václavák because Prague loves noise and nostalgia. Welcome to Pasáž Světozor, and let me give you 2 tips here. One of them is about Jídelna Světozor, which is a very affordable place where to eat for 169 crowns for a whole menu, soup, second, and a little bit of dessert in a Czech style. Second tip is about Ovocný Světozor, a classical Czech-style sweet shop or candy store. If you want to see what locals get, definitely take something from here. So let's wrap it up. You're getting a solid flat in a historical building with a killer location, decent investment potential, and just enough noise to remind you that you're alive. This flat is not the quiet family nest, but if you want Prague at your doorstep, literally, this might be the right deal. And would I live here personally? Well, if I were single, didn't mind stairs during elevator outages, and had a good pair of earplugs, then absolutely. If you like videos that show real estate reality without a filter and fluff, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me which areas to focus on next. Hi, and see you in the next video.